Duelist, bringing you the possible elimination match of Bob and Null. Trying to do that to them are Starchild and Ivaan. This is 170 tons on TSA Forest Valley in the third map of the match.
I'm assuming they're going at 27-0 again?
Yeah. It's
right.
Each team gets 2 minutes of preparation time and then 15-minute battle time. Matches on
just
here.
Noticed there's an underwater cave on the Kleiner side.
Interesting. Yeah, if you stick to the extreme outside edge of the map, you can actually walk rather undetected all the way around it. If you're
getting near the edge of the map is dangerous though, because that black area basically indicates out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
So we got
any maneuvering room.
Mad Cat Bravo on Starchild and Ivan's team with Ivaan in the offending mech.
And ooh, blood ass.
Blood ass and Mad Cat.
That blood ass though, is that the PPC in Gauss Rifle form? No, that's a Prime. That's a Prime. What am I talking about?
Is that a?
Wait, what's Ben doing over there? Someone tell Ben to fuck off.
If you guys were playing this map, what type of strategy would you be going for? What kind of mechs would you be looking to use with 170 tons?
Why would we give away our secrets now on live broadcasts?
Oh, true.
User joined your channel.
We would take flamer harassers.
Cyrus Primes.
Flamer harassers. Looks like Bob has got an MK2. I can't quite make it out, but it might be a LBL MK2 with missiles on the side.
Probably one of the newer variants with that sounds familiar, but I forget what it exactly has.
And
another Mad Cat.
Another Mad Cat. Yep.
Prime. Huh.
2 LRM 10s.
Oh. That's the Arrow Pult. So they're taking an Arrow 4 Mark II.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yep, we're going for some good old long range play here, and LRM 20s on the Mad Cat to back it up. So these guys are going for missiles.
I've seen
tags or narcs though.
I've seen missiles work decently if they can get the jump on the other team, but if the other team is anywhere near the edges, it's pretty easy to get into cover and negate that advantage.
That's kind of the problem. Like that setup they have, an arrow-based mech in a 2v2 is too much of a one-trick pony.
They've switched to the Nova Cat.
Oh. Who did? Okay, so the other team did.
Yep.
Maybe they're switching out their assets entirely.
Otherwise,
they're going to be under.
They kept the MK2, and this is the 6.
Wait,
I think it's the Supernova. Yeah, I think it's the Supernova.
That's really weird, because now they're 10 tons underweight. Because it's 170, right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're 10 tons underweight. It might Nova Cat.
It might not be the Supernova, but it's.
That looks like.
No,
that's
a
Prime.
Prime, okay.
Yeah, it's got the PPCs on the other arm.
He's gonna have to be really careful to protect those arms, because as we all know, Nova Cat can
has to be really careful not to overeat himself too.
Yeah.
He has to be really careful in general with the fucking Nova Cat.
Be a very
commentator.
Yep.
Sure.
Can be a very expensive walking piece of armless crap.
To be honest, I would have been more confident if Bob Geldof had been in the Nova Cat. I'm not sure how Null is with that thing. I figured Null would be better for just like aim missiles, fire when red light goes off. We
played a little. It's been a while, but when BKS played, actually I think it was you guys in the Forever Legends tournament. A lot of the action ended up taking place in the water and then over in this little. I don't know what you want to call it, a valley on the C3, C4, C5 part of the map there.
The area with the underground caverns?
Yeah, the cave thing and shit.
That seems to be where most of the action's taking place.
Okay, so Semper Disray and Bob have gone to the center. Where the hell's the other guys at? They taking a trip around the side of the map or something?
They are indeed.
Long way around.
Okay.
Are they going up through Charlie 3? That's what Fracture and I did yesterday. We went.
Actually, I haven't really gotten far from their spawn yet. moseying along.
We went up on the behind those mountains and basically just looked around till we found the enemy, and then set up at just down there in Charlie 2 in those two crevices of the hills, and we did double switches here and there to keep them guessing where we were at, and it worked pretty well. But then they went to center and got cover until they started to move up to rush us. We ended up losing the map, so maybe it's not the best advice.
Okay, now this is probably a little dangerous for our dear Aeropult team, because the Aeropult, do they know where they are? No, they have no idea. Ooh, this is bad.
If I were them, I would park that
we're
Aeropult up on one of the edges of the map and just wait for...
Yeah.
They're looking the wrong way entirely.
They're looking the wrong way, and their Aeropult is a position where it can't really cover much of anything. Like, if Null gets called out now, he's fucked.
If Bob
And
has to use jump...
He's next to the
And
cover that the
he's
enemy
getting
can
shot at
use.
right now. That's exactly what's happening. So Null is... what's he going to do? He's just going to get his arms carved off. I mean, I guess for the silver lining, you can say that Starchild can't bring all of his weapons to bear, but he doesn't really need to. Bob is trying to fucking jump jet.
Jump jetting and arrows,
I know it
especially
guy's
on this map,
massacred.
do not
Nah,
add
so
up.
No, and I mean, somewhere even if you tried to dumbfire them, I mean,
They
scratch
need
it.
they need distance and in a hurry.
Well, that's what they're doing. I think they can accomplish that much, because it looks like Starchild and Ivaan are... Wait, where the hell did Ivaan go? He fucking left.
Ivan's in the valley.
Okay. Yeah, he just moved up a bit. Okay, never mind. I was about to say,
Surprised
like,
that Bloodhouse isn't in the out of bounds area.
he's probably just on the very edge.
Yep, the edge is right on about, I don't know, 10 or 15 meters into those the jagged black rocks. Right at the edge.
Where it becomes Minecraft.
Yep.
We need a Minecraft map. I mean, we already have a Mario Kart map. Alright, so it looks like these two just want to, or Bob and Null just want to keep their distance. I can imagine that Nova Cat's in terrible shape, considering it's already
He's
smoking.
at the butt.
Yep. I mean, realistically speaking, as long as Starchild and Ivaan can approach with some cover, they'll be fine. They can eat a couple arrow hits and polish off Null along the way, and then just move in.
Like they're setting up roots and becoming turrets at that valley, though.
Arrows away.
Oh, did he get a lock on, or is he just dumbfiring?
He's gonna hit the tree, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Timber.
Nope,
Fucking
these trees are
invincible
invincible.
Yay.
They're the ones with the screwed up hitboxes, too, if I remember right.
Yeah, the lack of a tag laser or even an arc at this point is really hurting them.
Even if they had one, I mean, it's too few players to really. I don't know. I feel like it's too few to.
Two
really
small
capitalize
maps,
on this.
too.
I think this map's big enough. It's just. I feel like it's too much of a risk. I mean, at least in other setups, if you
I
lose
think it's too small and there's too much cover relative to its house. The only real open area is the center lake, and all the areas around it are surrounded by cover.
Yeah, that's true too.
You'd have
Even
to
if-
use a tag to get over the cover.
Not
Even
to
if
mention
you,
the trees.
Yeah.
and even if you were going to use it, that MK2 needs to be at a very high altitude to be able to see to even get a lock.
I mean, he could jump jet onto like one of these little rocky spots here, but the problem is like he doesn't have enough teammates to cover his angles. So if they came in from behind, he'd have no way of knowing. I mean, again, that's just why I really don't trust an arrow strategy for such few players.
I'm
Or
still
LRMs for me.
still
Yeah.
still
Well, I'm-
surprised they switched out that Mad Cat. I think that Mad Cat would have really helped them in this situation instead of the Nova Cat.
Maybe. I mean, the Nova Cat's probably fine overall. It's not like they're worried about him popping off narcs or whatever. They just needed some long-range firepower. It's just more that neither of them really have much synergy with the Mark II, and I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine what they could have done.
Where are the other dudes? Let's see them.
I think if we had kept like a Mazakari variant with arrows, it might have worked, but that's about it.
Wasn't there one in the alpha?
I think there was. It was that or a Daiichi with an arrow 4. I remember Vlad wanted me to make something like that.
Still a Daiichi model with an arrow 4. I don't know about the Masakari.
Oh, okay,
The
so
Daiichi
yeah.
with the Power 4. Huh.
Yeah, okay, so that one stuck around.
Where the
There's
heck
a little,
is the other team of Stompy Robots?
He's got that little cavern down there.
Watch the lasers, he's firing at him right now.
I must be out of render range. I've lost them. I've lost everyone.
They're
okay.
down by that rock formation.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Yeah, teams have switched sides.
Oh.
Yeah, off goes some arrows.
He might have actually gotten a lock with that one, but
I think they have a lambs.
Oh, he's got a lambs, yeah, that's a good point. Oh, it hit! He got one. It didn't do much though.
Problem
He's
is
not
they're right
smoking
next to the rocky cover, which is pretty good against arrows.
They
it.
need.
Yeah, well,
I am surprised Bob and Null are not just running at this point.
I mean, no, I'm guessing Null is engine damaged. Is he? No, he's running at pretty good speed. But they are slower than the other team because the other team has a Mad Cat.
If I were them, I would move up to those rock formations up in C3. You've got pretty good view. You can drop behind the hill to protect for
If that's where
cover.
they're heading now.
Okay, yeah.
And you might be able, if you can get, right now you need to get those arrows working to soften them up if they're going to have a chance.
Yeah. Well, he did get one arrow in, so I'll give him that much. It's going to come down to everyone that hits. And they don't have forever to do this.
Nope, time is becoming a factor. I believe they went at 27, 15-minute match.
So is it just hard lock to say 15 minutes, or can it just go the entire duration?
No, it's not hard locked. Somebody's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be keeping track of it, which I think I am.
You
So,
think.
27 minutes in. Well, that's what the video's for.
So yeah, they have like less than 5
have 5
minutes.
minutes.
Right,
left.
yeah. But it wouldn't be terrible. Remember, if time goes out, both teams end up with a loss, and it would not. It would. Oh, but it would still eliminate them though, because they would have 3 losses. So
Oh.
that's not in play then. If it was an earlier match and they knew they were going to lose anyway, they could at least
Mitigate the loss.
could negate the loss. But that's not an option here. It makes
So
you
it
wonder
is.
if they're keeping track of that time, because if they end up needing to close at all, you're looking at a pretty significant travel time right now.
I don't think they probably don't realize that they're playing like this. I would have changed the map timer to reflect the actual time limits.
Actually, I suppose I
Pretty
should.
sure we've gone over before.
Have we?
I'm going to give them a
Arrows.
Oh,
signal.
Yeah.
I'm going to signal to them that time is running low.
I'll join a team and tell them.
Okay, I'm on. I've got the server console.
Oh.
So that's what, 3.5 minutes.
Time is running low. Hopefully that won't catch them by too much surprise.
It's 3.5 minutes left, I think.
Well, it's about to be 4 minutes left, right? If it ends at 12.
Yes, just under
Yeah.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
Which really is not going to help Bob and Null, because you need more time than that to get those arrows set up. But that also means that Starchild and
Oh, here we go.
if Starchild's team doesn't realize that that they win by default in the event of a tie, then they're probably going to be pressing pretty quickly here. Arrows away.
Two
I
out.
wonder if he actually got a lock on there.
Behind the rock. This is going to be close.
Oh, they nailed him. That is gonna hurt.
How much armor does Blood Asp have? It's about the same as the Awesome.
I think it's a little less. I'm not sure. I know the blood. It's basically about the same as the Mark II, but it's just distributed
Kinda
differently
poopy.
because it doesn't have the shoulders. Yeah, it's another fast clan assault mech.
Yeah.
Hey, it's fucking maneuverable as hell though. It's pretty nice. The main thing is
Atlas for life.
The main thing is it doesn't have those shoulder pods, so it basically has more armor per section than the Mark II, but like the same amount total.
I think he was gonna fire his arrows. Oh, never mind. So I'd say he was
I think he
right
wants
behind
to. But... So what happens if they go over?
now.
Do we just tell them, or are they just gonna play it out anyway?
Slaughter each other.
I like that idea.
Blood for the blood god.
Yep.
Etc.
God wills
Thrones
it.
for the throne skull.
$420 for the MLG God.
That's
Looks
assuming
like
it was a
Ivaan might be
27-minute
going
start
in for a
time.
kill.
Null just fell into a pit.
Can he get out?
Yeah, he fell into the cavern, not a pit.
Oh, okay.
Missed the
Gotcha.
hole in the ceiling.
Ivan's trying to
Oh.
be sneaky.
What's Ivan doing? Oh, they split up. Okay.
Somebody split up on this map and got slaughtered.
It takes a lot of coordination and playing a lot with being familiar with your teammate to effectively split up and organize play, especially
Well, it looks
in
like
a
they
2v2.
don't realize that they split up. He could catch Null out of position here. In fact, I think that's exactly
I'm not
what
going to
he's
tell
gonna
them that the match has ended just in case it wasn't 27.
Ooh, player down.
do. You got him. All right.
Rip Null.
We'll rely. I'll double check the video when we get done just to be sure. But this is going to be interesting.
Watch
They only
Bob-
have
Bob kill
1
them
minute
all.
left,
Yep.
technically. So.
So if it is 60 seconds, they probably are going to try and go for it.
Nice.
Well, it doesn't really matter at this point. I think by now it would just be by default that these guys win.
Is there a minimum range on arrow 4 damage?
Yeah, there
Aw, damn.
is.
No glorious suicide of death. Nope, I don't think he realizes it though. Rip.
And
Nope,
that's
take
it.
with him.
Ivan
And,
With seconds to
Bobby
spare.
take it.
In a somewhat stunning, dominant victory, Starchild and Ivan have taken out the top seed out of the tournament. Previously only one loss. Now out of the tournament entirely. And Ivan and Starchild move on to the semifinals for BKS Duelist. And assorted friends, we thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next match.